What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com. Today I'm bringing you guys a 1-month follow-up on Samsung One UI, the official version. I'm running it here on the Galaxy S9 Plus. I've also been running the One UI on my Galaxy Note 9, so these thoughts are kind of on the versions I've run on both devices, but I'm just using one device to make the video. So I've been running the official version for about a month now of the Samsung One UI beta. I also had some leaked versions that I made some videos on before that. If you guys want to check them out, I'll drop them below. I want to talk about the 5 things I think that have been the most useful and that users are going to find the most useful when the stable version drops. So the very first thing is a very obvious one, and that is dark mode. So dark mode is something that Samsung added to Samsung One UI, and I think a lot of people have been wanting this for quite a while. It's a native built-in dark mode, which you can enable here in the display settings. You can see right there, night mode. You can turn it on or off from right here in the display settings themselves. One of the coolest things about dark mode is if you use the Samsung Internet browser, you actually get entire web pages in dark mode. This is something that's really, really cool. So if you want to browse Amazon, you want to browse whatever websites you like to browse on your device, you're going to get dark mode throughout the web page. That's something you're not really going to see in Chrome or other browsers on a Samsung device right now, and it's really a nice feature that's built into Samsung One UI. So I think a lot of people are going to be happy with the dark mode. I know obviously there are other ways to go about obtaining them, but this is a nice built-in feature for people to enjoy. The next thing that I really have enjoyed on Samsung One UI is reachability features. So one of the things Samsung talked about the most when they launched Samsung One UI is that they wanted to make all of the information on the screen accessible easily with one hand, and that's one of the reasons that the settings menu has been redesigned so that it extends all the way down. You can easily tap on all the quick settings targets. They've also redesigned a whole bunch of the other apps like the camera, even the internet app itself has mainly been redesigned, as you guys kind of saw here at the bottom. It's got the bottom bar there with all the things that you need to access when you're using the browser. So all of these app redesign changes and things with the settings, you can even notice it in the full settings menu. Like if we go to something like display, there's this big title at the top, and then all of the information in the settings are right there within thumb's range. And I think this makes it easier to use large phones one-handed. Maybe it's not a big deal with the smaller Galaxy S9, which I have right here. It's a really small phone. But with something like the Galaxy Note 9, which I actually have my Galaxy Note 9 right here, it's a really big phone, and this does really make a huge difference when using the device. The third thing I want to talk about is smoothness. Overall, Samsung's done a great job with the UI. There's been minimal lag. One thing that I've noticed a lot is when I swipe over to go to Bixby Home, the lag is so minimal as compared to what I saw on Oreo. The new version of Bixby is well integrated and optimized to use with the device. Also, just getting between menus, going between apps, going into the Recents menu, which has been newly designed, and just navigating through recent apps. Whatever it is that you want to do. The smoothness is really there, and that's really something that they've needed to focus on because TouchWiz in the past, Samsung experience, just hasn't been that snappy. There's been a lot of lag, a lot of forced closing of apps, things like that, and Samsung One UI just does not have that for the most part. Of course, it is a beta, so there's still a few bugs, some apps that don't quite work properly on certain versions of the beta, but overall, I've noticed that the smoothness has definitely improved. The fourth thing, which is related to smoothness, and this one I'm kind of mixed on because some things are good, some things are bad, those are animations. So a lot of people have complained about the animations on Samsung One UI. So when you go out of an app, the animation's a little jagged. There really isn't much going on. People want to see a little nicer, cooler animations, but they're a lot faster because there isn't as much fancy stuff going on, not as much dissolving going on and things like that. Now, Samsung has added a couple of really cool features. For instance, when you take the screenshot, you've got this little pop-up animation at the bottom, right there, as you guys can see. And I think that's a really cool animation. So they've started to add some things into the beta versions that looks like they're going to try to add some rich animations. Hopefully they can add some more interesting animations for people without slowing it down too much, because people also definitely want the speed. The final thing I want to mention is battery life. So battery life has been amazing on Samsung One UI, mainly because this is a beta and I usually expect my battery life to degrade. I've gotten the same or better battery life on Samsung One UI than I did on Oreo on both the Galaxy S9 Plus as well as the Galaxy Note 9. Today I've been running it for quite a while, still got 83% on the Galaxy S9 Plus. This is something that I hope they'll be able to further improve in the stable version. Some of those optimizations that Google made with Android Pie being baked into the operating system here with what Samsung's doing, and it appears to really be helping. All right, guys, so those are the 5 things I've noticed that have been pretty big improvements on Android Pie Samsung One UI on the S9 Plus and the Note 9. I am going to make a video with the 5 things that I've been annoyed with, or 5 issues that I've noticed so far in the beta. Those are things that I have reported to Samsung. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon below. Also drop your comments on the beta if you're using it yourself. Anything that you've submitted to the feedback report, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.